All right, first and foremost, Fight Club spoiler alert. Here we go. I would argue that Fight Club is one of the best movies out there. It is very deep philosophically, and personally, it is my favorite movie. Um, upon reflection, I have realized that there are a lot of movies out there that I like, but when it comes to Fight Club, and especially on my journey of healing, it is just wildly relatable. It's unbelievable. So there's a scene in Fight Club where, by the way, you've been warned. I already gave the spoiler alert warning. There is a scene in Fight Club where Brad Pitt is putting a chemical that burns skin on Edward Norton's hand. And basically the scene is like, what is this? And that's what Edward Norton says. And then Brad Pitt says, this is a chemical burn. And just the way that he says it so nonchalantly and then just proceeds to pour this chemical on Edward Norton's hand to burn the skin. And then, of course, Edward Norton freaks out and everything. But the moral of this scene is what's so interesting. He says, no, but not fear. Know that someday you are going to die, right? We are very out of touch with our own mortality, so much so that autopilot, that comfort and familiarity is just so easy to slip into, right? And even when it comes to our own mortality, right, we kind of we turn away from it, right? We don't want to face the fact that, we don't have as much time as we think we do here, right? The ego likes to get us to believe that if we just fill our lives with all this materialistic stuff, it'll be enough of a distraction to bring us to a place of forgetting that, we're not here forever, right? And to understand that on such a level that allows you to recognize that pain is just pain, right? And you can have anything that you want in this life as long as you have the capacity to push through and persevere through pain, right? So that's why he says, I want you to know, not fear, but know that someday you're going to die, right? And with that, like, okay, well, you know that. So what are you willing to put yourself through in order to create or achieve whatever it is that you're trying to create or achieve? And then he says, it's only when we've lost everything that we're free to do anything, right? And that is just like this point that I'm on, this point that I'm at in my journey of healing. I'm realizing how many things have held me back in the past. And these things that have held me back are like, it's like, dude, come on, man. It's absurd. This is your life. Like, screw all of that absurd bullshit and just live. Like, do whatever it is that's necessary to create the life that you want to live for yourself. And when you enter that space of awareness, when you can enter the space of awareness of no, not fear, but know that someday you're going to die. Again, it's equivalent to being in touch with your own sense of mortality, right? And that knowing that it's only when you've lost everything that you're free to do anything. This comes down to like stopping giving a fuck about what other people think about you. When you lose that, you can do anything. The only reason, well, I would say one of the biggest reasons why so many people don't do the things that they actually want to do is because they give so much of a shit what other people think about them. It's a prison. It's poison. It's not going to do anything beneficial for you. So when you can lose the things that actually hold you back and realize that you can do anything that you want to, like, nothing's stopping you, right? You can create whatever you want to. And actually going through the work of, recognizing, like, it doesn't matter. A far majority of the things that we think matter do not matter. Again, a far majority of the things that we think matter do not matter. It's just noise. It's just a waste of time. It's just a waste of brain space, right? You could be using that brain space to be creating what it is that you actually want with your life. Pain is just pain. That insight can really transform a person's life, you know? And when you understand that you can have whatever it is that you want, you're just going to have to push through pain or discomfort or whatever it is, right? And knowing, not fearing, but knowing that someday you're not going to be here, and sitting with that reality, that gets you quite a bit more serious about your life and what it is that you're trying to create.